Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Good day and welcome to Fusion Mobile e-learning center. Today we are going to be discussing intonation in English language. We have intonation and pitch as our first subtopic to discuss. No one speaks and his voice remains steady without rising and falling intermittently. It is this rise and fall of the voice that gives rise to the pitch, which in turn creates melody. The ability of the voice to rise and fall is called intonation, while the degree or extent of the rising and falling is called pitch. Since a speaker has a somewhat control over the pitch of his voice, then the decision to use a particular pitch is aimed at achieving an effect. Intonation helps to dictate grammatical differences between sentences. A sentence or speech made with a rise in the pitch of the voice is likely to be a yes or no question, while a speech made with a fall in the pitch is likely to be just a statement, a WH question, or a command. Again, the speaker's attitude may be revealed through the intonation, since intonation exposes such moods as anger, joy, excitement, or indifference. Although intonation exposes meaning of sentences, creates emphasis, or reveals exactly what the speaker wants, since the emphasis he places on certain words reveals how important such words are to him. Now let us go to patterns of intonation. From a particular position, the pitch of the voice may move upwards and downwards. Hence, rising and falling are the two broad patterns of intonation. These two patterns give rise to two other outstanding patterns, namely the falling rising and the rising falling patterns. The tone or tune is the basic unit of English intonation. By definition, a tone unit is a stretch of speech carrying a particular pitch level. Remember that these different tunes express sentence types. Example: the falling tone. The falling tone indicates that the voice pitch has descended from a higher level to a lower level. A fall in pitch, that is the falling tone, is represented by an arrow falling from left to right. Thus, that is the arrow that indicates a falling tone. The following tune indicates statements, WH questions, commands, instructions, advice, normal greetings, and tag questions requiring confirmation. Examples: first, the statement, I love fried plantain. I love fried plantain. She could not see the doctor. The tone of these statements are falling tone. In the case of the WH questions, we have, they begin with what, which, who, whose, etc. Example is, what is wrong? What is wrong? Who is your father? When did that happen? When did that happen? In the case of command, we have shut up, keep going. In the case of instructions, we have turn off the television, turn the television off, turn the television off, dust the table twice, dust the table twice. In the case of advice, we have Eat enough food. Buy a blood tonic for yourself. In the case of question tags seeking confirmation, we have the girl slapped you, didn't she? The issue is resolved, isn't it? In exclamations, we have what a disappointment. Oh my God. And the rising tone indicates the movement of the pitch of the voice from low to high. It is indicated by an arrow moving upwards from left to right. Thus, we have that arrow indicates the rising tone. The rising tone is used for yes or no questions, questions asking for repetition, polite requests, farewell greetings, expressions of protest and surprise, and tag questions seeking information. The yes or no questions. Let us take this example. These questions demand yes or no as answers, nothing more. These questions may also come as mere statements. Have you had lunch? Have you had lunch? The pitch of the voice rises, indicating the rising tone. You have had lunch? You have had lunch? When asking questions for repetition, we have, what have you just said? What have you just said? What did you say was the outcome? What did you say was the outcome? There's a rising tone at the end of the statement, of the question rather. When making a polite request, we have, can you please repeat tomorrow? Could you please repeat tomorrow? Would you please pardon me? In question tags seeking information. Earlier on, we pointed out that question tags seeking confirmation takes falling tone, but if they seek new information, they occur in the rising tone. Example, she is not physically fit. Is she? She is not physically fit. Is she? They damaged the television, didn't they? They damaged the television, didn't they? Expressions of surprise or protest. I should not visit you again. I should not visit you again. Dial stole company money. Dial stole company money. There is a rise in the tone. Protest. I was unfairly treated. I was unfairly treated. The write-up is not mine. The write-up is not mine. Now let's take the rising falling tune. The rising falling tune is a combination of the rising and falling tunes and is indicated by an arrow that shows a gradual fall and rise in the pitch of the voice, just as it's illustrated on the board here. The falling rising tune is used to express requests, warnings, normal apologies, reservations, encouragements, etc. Let us take examples of the falling rising tune in regards of requests. We have, please, let us reconcile. Please, let us reconcile. Can I ride with you? Can I ride with you? In the case of warning, we have, do not be too fast. Be not be too fast. There is a falling, then a rise of the pitch of the voice towards the end of that statement. We have in normal apology, please, I am sorry. Please, I am sorry. I beg your forgiveness. I beg your forgiveness. When making reservations, expressions showing doubts. It may not pass. It may not pass. Another example says, encouragement, still under reservations. It won't be as tasking as that. It won't be as tasking as that. I can tell you it will deliver. I can tell you it will deliver. The next on the item we have the rising falling tune. The rising falling tune expresses impatient commands, enumeration, double questions, and cordial greetings. It is indicated by a curved arrow from the left falling to the right, just as this. An arrow rising from the left, then falling to the right. Let us take examples of this rising falling tune. We have in impatient commands, shift left, move on, move on. In regards to enumeration, we have in counting out a series. All items in the sequence take a rising tune, except the last, which takes a falling tune. Example, we have rice, beans, plantain, and yam. We have rice, beans, plantain, and yam. In the case of double questions, these are questions that present two alternatives, with the first alternative having a rising tune and the second alternative having a falling tune. Example, did he buy an expensive car or a cheap one? Did he buy an expensive car or a cheap one? The first question has the rising tone and the second question takes the falling tune. Intonation in greetings. Intonation patterns differ depending on the circumstance. When we first meet neighbors in the day, the greeting takes a falling tune. Good morning or good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This falling tune indicates politeness. However, the rising tune is used at the end of a period for the speaker and hearer, e.g., good morning, good afternoon, or good afternoon, and good evening. In the same vein, farewell greetings usually take the rising tune, e.g., goodbye, farewell, bye. Having come to the end of this session, a few questions are going to pop up on your screen as regards the intonation and pitch in English language. I advise that you attempt these questions and you try as much as possible to get them correctly. However, if you have any difficulty in answering these questions, please review the video once again and make corrections where necessary. Thank you for watching and good luck.